Red Russian Reviewer. Welcome, everybody. I am not Spartan 27. Instead, I am the Red Russian Reviewer, one of his alternate egos. So today, what movie we're going to review is Alita Battle Angel, one of my favorite movies that I saw this year. So, first off, there'll be spoilers ahead, so if you want to click off the video, now is a good time to click off the video because I won't warn you, neither will communism. The first part of the video starts with Alita and her ship crashing to the planet. The planet isn't Earth, it's called Iron City, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but it's called Iron City in the junkyard where this doctor finds her. And she's basically scrap. There's the head, and as old as she is, there's a head, scrapless head in the junkyard. So the doctor puts her back together with the body, and her name is Alita, and she doesn't remember anything that happens to her, except that her name is Alita. That's, wait. She gets her name from the doctor, sorry for that. Okay, and so, the doctor then shows her around the city. He tells her, and she gets and there's a lot of funny parts, by the way, like the orange. She eats the whole entire orange instead of with the peel and all. That's pretty great. And then she meets another cyborg called Hugo, and he's a human actually, sorry. And he kind of likes her a lot, because yes, and he wants to make it to the top. Up there, up in the city, in the sky, where he thinks it's great, but really, it's not great, it's evil, because bad guys. And so, then you get introduced to the bad guys. Those are pretty cool guys too. One is Nova. He's not Nova, but though he's uses this guy as a puppet instead. And so, they meet the bad guys. And then Alita goes and trashes a bar to become a warrior hunter. Like, it's kind of like you're basically a bounty hunter, but, hunting people with obvious prices on their heads. And then she wins and also trashes the bar. By the way, he didn't have to do that, but it's okay. It's a bar. Bars are always trashed a lot, Throw a beer mug at me, sir! Haha! And so then, after she beats everybody, she runs into one of the other villains, who's a giant cyborg with chain knives. They come out, no, that's later, whoops. Oh yeah, okay, so, the knives, there's normal knives. First time, and he beats her, and she has to get another suit, called the Berserker suit, which is made for fighting. And so she gets it, and she gets to reform it to look like a girl. A pretty girl, yeah. And so after that, then she goes and she gets to qualify for a race. First, she goes back and defeats one of the villains, who now is upgraded because she trashed him the first time. She trashed him before she got the new body, and then she came back and he trashed her, made her almost dead. And he's got these cool knives that go spear knives with chains and come out of his hands. And now she can shoot fire. She can shoot the fire out of her hands now too. Not like Captain Marvel, obviously, but she shoots the fire out of her hands, and then she goes and she defeats the bad guys, except for Nova, he's not dead. Haha, he used the main villain, as we thought, as a puppet, but now he's free. He's free. And then she goes, something terrible happens, and her boyfriend, who liked her in the beginning, dies after her sword, because they hang on to the sword, and he dies and loses his limbs and dies. And then she goes to a race, the champion race, and we're not sure if she won. Well, she probably won, but it cut to black, so we're not sure if she won or not. So, what do I give this movie? I gave it 9.5 out of 10. Because obviously movies have flaws and errors. And this is my first review movie, so I don't know at it. And so, if you liked the video, like it, and also you can subscribe if you want to. And subscribe to Mother Russia and Communist. Yeah.